A federal judge today saying that the widespread phone monitoring system the NSA is using is almost certainly unconstitutional, but that doesn't mean it's coming to an end. Devlin Barrett joins us from Washington with the details. Hi, Devlin.
Hey, Sarah.
So what did the judge have to say about why this program is most likely unconstitutional?
Well, legally, the judge doesn't have the final word on this. If anything, it's sort of the first shot across the bow in sort of the post-Snowden era of arguing about surveillance. It's a pretty loud and a pretty hard shot. And what he says is the legal justification for this program has been a 1979 case involving a single suspect in Maryland who the police wanted his phone records. And what the judge's basic argument boils down to, you cannot use that very old case to justify a program that takes everyone's phone records.
And he said this is basically the first shot. So the judge issued this ruling, and then it sounds like he immediately suspended it, and nothing's really going to change.
Right. Immediately nothing changes because he made a stay in his ruling, which means that the government has a chance to appeal. They almost certainly will. And higher courts will take this up. But what you see happening here is that for years, people had tried to challenge these programs without really knowing many of the details about these programs. And what happened when NSA contractor Edward Snowden leaked these documents giving the details is suddenly these cases have new life. And this is one of the cases that was filed post-Snowden, and you can see it's already having an effect.
Now, what's it going to take to actually start to change these programs or to wind them down? What was the judge's reason for not doing that today?
Well, what he says is, look, this is a pretty intense national security issue. I don't want to just reach my hand into the machine and grind everything to a halt. But there's a lot of different forces in play right now. So, for example, while the legal process could take a long time to play out, the legal provision that creates this program expires in, I believe, a little more than a year. So even though this legal decision may not ultimately spell the fate of this program, it does give more momentum to the folks in Congress who want to change or just outright stop this program.
And remind us again why the government says that they need to be doing this, that they need to be collecting such a wide set of phone records from all of us.
Right. Essentially, the metaphor they always use is we're looking for a terrorist needle in a haystack. And to find the needle, you need the entire haystack. And so what they do is they pull all the phone records of every call made in the U.S., not with the names attached, but just who called who and when. And what they do is when they get a number for a terror suspect, they check to see if that person's phone called any other numbers in the United States. And if it does, they want to focus on whoever that person called in the U.S. They say it's important to detect terrorism. Critics say it's way too broad and it's not proven to be that effective.
All right, Devlin, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Sarah.